Across the ages, the sands of history have carried whispers of transformative forces and apocalyptic entities. Among these narratives lies the extraordinary emergence of Islam in the Arabian Peninsula, a movement that reshaped the spiritual and political landscapes of the world. Parallel to this is the enigmatic tale of Gog and Magog, figures rooted in religious and mythological traditions, whose role in end-time prophecies has intrigued theologians, historians, and believers for centuries. This convergence of profound religious history and eschatological myth raises compelling questions about faith, destiny, and human civilization. Welcome to the informative channel, and today we will discuss the topic Rise of Islam and Gog-Magog appearance. In the deserts of Arabia, where the searing winds whispered ancient tales and the night sky blazed with stars, an extraordinary transformation unfolded that would reshape the course of human history. This transformation was the rise of Islam, a movement that began in the heart of the Arabian Peninsula and spread across continents, influencing the spiritual, social, and political fabric of civilizations. Parallel to this historical phenomenon lies the enigmatic tale of Gog and Magog, figures steeped in mystery and prophecy, whose mention in religious traditions evokes images of apocalyptic scenarios and divine intervention. These two narratives, though seemingly disparate, are deeply interwoven within the framework of theology, history, and human imagination, compelling us to examine their significance and impact. The Arabian Peninsula of the 6th and 7th centuries was a land defined by its harsh environment, tribal affiliations, and religious pluralism. Its inhabitants, the Arabs, lived in a society governed by kinship ties and oral traditions, with tribal loyalty being paramount. Religiously, the region was a mosaic of beliefs. Paganism dominated, characterized by the worship of numerous idols housed in the Kaaba in Mecca. Alongside this, pockets of monotheistic traditions, Judaism and Christianity, existed, particularly in Yemen and the northern regions. There was also a small group known as the Hanifs, who rejected idolatry and adhered to an undefined monotheism. This was the world into which Muhammad was born, a society poised on the brink of profound change yet unaware of the revolution that would soon sweep through its deserts and beyond. Muhammad, born into the Quraysh tribe in Mecca, experienced a life marked by early loss and later reflection. Orphaned as a child, he was raised by his grandfather and later his uncle, gaining first-hand knowledge of the hardships and intricacies of tribal life. As he grew, his reputation for honesty and integrity earned him the title of Al-Amin, the trustworthy. At the age of 40, during one of his retreats to the cave of Hira, Muhammad experienced his first revelation, an encounter with the angel Gabriel. This moment marked the beginning of his prophethood, a calling that would challenge the social and religious norms of his time. Over the following years, Muhammad's message of monotheism, social justice, and compassion attracted both followers and fierce opposition. The Quraysh, guardians of Mecca's polytheistic traditions, saw his teachings as a direct threat to their authority and the economic benefits of pilgrimage to the Kaaba. Despite persecution, the message of Islam spread, gradually gathering a dedicated community of believers. The migration to Medina, known as the Hijra, was a pivotal moment, establishing the first Muslim community, Ummah, under Muhammad's leadership. This new society was built on principles of equality, justice, and mutual cooperation, transcending tribal divisions. Over time, Islam expanded through a combination of spiritual appeal, diplomacy, and, when necessary, military defense. The Treaty of Hudaybiyah and the eventual conquest of Mecca demonstrated Muhammad's strategic acumen and his commitment to a peaceful resolution whenever possible. The rapid spread of Islam after Muhammad's death was both remarkable and unprecedented. Within a century, the Islamic Caliphate spanned from Spain in the west to the Indus River in the east. This expansion was not merely territorial, it was also cultural and intellectual. The Islamic Golden Age, which flourished under the Abbasid Caliphate, saw groundbreaking advancements in science, medicine, mathematics, and philosophy. Scholars like Al-Khwarizmi, Ibn Sina, and Al-Farabi became luminaries, drawing on knowledge from Greek, Persian, Indian, and other traditions while contributing original insights. Islam's emphasis on learning and scholarship created a legacy that influenced the Renaissance and continues to resonate today. Amidst this historical narrative, the tale of Gog and Magog, or Yajuj and Majuj in Islamic tradition, introduces a fascinating dimension. These apocalyptic figures are rooted in the Quran and Hadith, where they are described as agents of chaos who will emerge near the end of times. Their story predates Islam, appearing in the Hebrew Bible and later Christian and Jewish eschatology. In the Quran, they are linked to the story of Dhul Qarnayn, a righteous ruler who built a barrier to contain him, a narrative that has been interpreted in various ways throughout Islamic history. In the Hadith, their emergence is one of the major signs of the Day of Judgment, symbolizing the ultimate test of faith and resilience for humanity. The inclusion of Gog and Magog in Islamic eschatology reflects broader themes of divine justice, human fallibility, and the eventual triumph of good over evil. While some scholars have interpreted their story metaphorically, others have sought historical or geographical explanations, identifying them with various peoples or regions. Their tale resonates with universal themes of order versus chaos, civilization versus barbarism, and the limits of human understanding in the face of divine will. The intersection of these two narratives, the rise of Islam and the legend of Gog and Magog, offers intriguing insights into how faith communities understand history and destiny. For early Muslims, the story of Gog and Magog reinforced the eschatological framework within which they viewed their struggles and triumphs. The rise of Islam was not just a historical phenomenon but a fulfillment of divine purpose, with its challenges seen as precursors to ultimate salvation. The legend of Gog and Magog, with its apocalyptic undertones, provided a stark reminder of humanity's vulnerability and the importance of remaining steadfast in faith. In contemporary times, both Islam's historical development and the tale of Gog and Magog continue to evoke interest and debate. Scholars and theologians explore their significance from historical, literary, and spiritual perspectives, while modern media often reinterprets these themes in light of global events. The rise of Islam is studied as a case study in religious, political, and cultural transformation, illustrating the dynamic interplay of ideas, leadership, and context. Similarly, the narrative of Gog and Magog, though rooted in ancient texts, is frequently invoked in discussions about modern challenges, from geopolitical tensions to environmental crises, reflecting its enduring symbolic power. As we reflect on these intertwined narratives, we are reminded of the profound impact of faith, both as a source of personal solace and a catalyst for societal change. The rise of Islam and the legend of Gog and Magog, though separated by time and context, converge in their ability to inspire awe, challenge perceptions, and shape human destiny. These stories speak to the enduring quest for meaning, justice, and transcendence that defines the human experience, inviting us to look beyond the immediate and embrace the timeless. In their lessons, we find not only a record of the past but also a guide for navigating the complexities of the present and the uncertainties of the future. Thanks for watching the video.